Welcome back everyone. In today's video we're going to be doing practice problems for beginners, specifically looking at future value. Since we're doing problems, you're not going to see my face, but you guys at this point should know what I look like. Alright, so a quick overview. The purpose of today is to get you guys some exposure to some basic questions, for you to gain some comfort with time value of money timelines, time value of money terms, and the use of the BA2+. This is sort of the beginning lectures for students that are coming in that may know nothing about time value of money. Okay, so one thing I want you to know is that you can download all of these questions. The file will be in the description. I'll put in a link. You can download that. You can follow along or do them ahead of time if you'd like. Now, before I jump into this, one thing I want to point out is we have all of the terms, all of the time value of money terms over here, and we have the time value of money timeline, okay, over here on the right. I've already explained this in class, but it's really not that complicated, and I'll explain a little bit about it here, okay? Now, the other thing I want to know is that all of the terms here from top to bottom are the same as our time value of money terms on the BA2+, from left to right. Notice here I have on the left N, and then IY, and then PV, and so on and so forth. Okay, so everything's pretty well organized for you to keep track of everything. It can be a lot in the beginning. I do realize that. All right, so one thing I tell my students is that I always have two highlighters, one to highlight the terms and one to highlight the question. So let's jump into this question. Number one here. Okay, use the financial calculator to find the future value of $2,500 compounded for 5 years at 5.5%. So what is the question? Find the future value. And one of the things I did here in this chart over here is I want you to put a question mark for what we're looking for. Okay, so we're looking for future value. One other thing, for all of the questions, the payments is going to be 0. Okay, there are no payments yet. At this point in my course, I haven't introduced payments. So to keep things simple, we're just going to leave payments as 0. All right. One thing also, and I won't repeat all this for every single question, but one thing I'd like you to note is that if you look over here in the timeline, everything is color coordinated, right? IY, present value, future value, so that you know, students sort of look at the timeline and they think it's no big deal. And a lot of times they miss questions on the exam where a timeline would have visually showed them, maybe where they could have gone wrong. So the timeline is really, really important, especially in the beginning as you're getting the foundation of time value of money down. Okay, so let's get into this. N is our number of periods. So we have 5 years. 5 years. The interest rate, 5.5%. The present value is going to be negative 2,500. And then the future value is what we're looking for. If you're not sure why this present value is negative, I have a whole nother video explaining as to when you enter the values into your BA2+, why the number should be negative or positive. It's too big to discuss here, but I really urge you to go look at that video. That's a great video. Once you see that, you'll understand why this is negative. But just to give you a little bit of an understanding, this $2,500 is being invested. It's technically leaving your pocket, right? So in the future, when you get this money back, it'll come back as a positive. You'll see that in the BA2+. Okay? All right, so let's just put our terms here. 5 years, 5.5%. Present value 2,500, and again we're looking for future value. So let's grab our financial calculator, and we're always going to do second clear time value of money. So 5 for years, okay, 5.5 for the interest. Present value is 2,500. 0 for payments, there's no payments, and then we're going to compute future value. So notice the future value came back positive, just as I said here. So 3,267 and 40 cents. 3,267 and 40 cents. Okay. So again, what does that number mean, right? That number is what we would get back after we've invested $2,500 for 5 years at 5.5%. That's what this number means, okay? Great, so you've completed your first question. Congratulations. Let's move on to the next one. It won't be too much more difficult, okay? So use the financial calculator. Let's grab our highlighter, okay? To find the future value of $6,000 compounded for 15 years at 10.5%. So what is the question? Find the future value. It's a little redundant here because they're all future value, but if you get into the habit of doing this, it's like, what is the question asking? Then when we get into much more complicated time value of money questions, it'll be easy to identify, right? So let's put in all our terms. N is our number of periods, interest per year, and our present value. So let's put them where they belong on the timeline. So 15 years, 10.5%, present value, $6,000, and we are looking for future value. Payments are 0. Okay, you don't have to put them in 2 times here, but I'm doing this because, you know, some students may need to see it. Okay, now let's grab our financial calculator, clear this, but when you hit this clear, these keys still contain the old information, right? So we're going to do second clear time value of money, and then that'll clear all these keys. So left to right or top to bottom, 15N, 10.5 for the interest. Present value is that 6,000, but don't forget it's got to be negative. Present value, I always like to put 0 for payments because it is 0. And then we're going to compute future value. So that $6,000 compounded for 15 years at 10.5 turns into $26,827.82. Okay, I'm not going to rewrite it. You guys can see it here on the calculator just to save a little bit of time. All right, let's keep going. So a little bit more complicated, but what I did for my students was I labeled. So I'm trying to make it easy for you. I'm just trying to make it so that you are getting comfortable at this point, right? Let's go through the question. What will, right, this $250,000 grow to be in 5 years if it is invested today in an account with an annual interest rate of 6%? So I've highlighted all my terms. The question is, what will it grow to be? Okay, so let's put in all our terms. N is our 5 years. IY is 6%. What are we growing? The present value here, present value, negative 250,000. And I'm looking for future value, right? Payments are 0. So really quickly, just bear with me. Okay, what will that $250,000 grow to be? Don't forget, second clear time value of money, clear. So 5 years, growing at 6%, 250,000 invested, right? Negative, don't forget. No payments, 0 for payments. Compute future value. $334,556.39. Okay. Now, one thing I want to point out, notice that my decimals go all the way out to 4 places. This is really important. You can see my videos how to actually make that change. I like it going out. I tell my students from the beginning of class, have 4 decimal places so you can do correct rounding here. Okay. It becomes even more important as we go through the class. All right, let's keep going. A whole nother question, number 4. Again, let's grab our highlighter. What will, very similar, right? $155,000 grow to be in 12 years if it is invested today in an account that is quoted with a quoted annual interest rate of 8.75%. You guys can pause this here and try it on your own, and then just follow along and see if you got the right answer, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Pause it if you'd like. So N, I, Y, P, V, future value. We're looking for future value. So N is 12 years, interest 8.75, and my present value, this is what I'm going to grow, right? 12 years, 8.75%. Present value is negative 155,000. Future value is what I'm looking for. Payments are 0. Okay, this might be the last time I put them in here because I know it's repetitive. You can do it in the timeline or in the table, but the point of this is to get students comfortable with both. So again, very important. Second, clear, and then let's clear that. So left to right or bottom to top, 12 years, 8.75 is our interest per year, and we're going to grow. We're going to invest that 155,000. Okay, 0 for payments, and then we're looking for future value. So compute future value. So 424, $114.27. That's what that 155,000 invested over 12 years at 8.75 would grow to. Okay. All right. I hope this is coming along. I hope this is making sense. I hope the timeline makes sense and everything. There's 2 more problems. Okay. All right. So again, you guys can pause it here and try it on your own. And I'm going to go ahead and solve it now. Suppose you have $10,000 to invest today. If you invested this money at an annual interest rate of 6% compounded annually, how much will your investment be worth in 8 years? So I've highlighted all the terms in yellow. What is the question? How much will the investment be worth in the future, right? That's what it's asking. So let's identify our terms. N for years, interest rate for 6%, and present value for the 10,000. Let's put these here, 8 years, 6%. Notice I'm putting them exactly in the same place. The term in exactly the same place every time. The 10,000 is negative, and we're looking for future value. Payments are 0. Okay, 8 years, 6%, negative 10,000. So you can pause it here if you haven't put them in your calculator yet. Second, clear time value of money, clear that. 8 years, 6%, 10,000 negative, 0 payment, compute future value. So 15,938.48. Okay, pretty straightforward, right? Let's move on. This is the last question. Again, go ahead and pause it here, or you can watch me solve this problem. So my highlighter, suppose you have $5,000 to invest today. If you invest this money at an annual interest rate of 4% compounded annually, how much will this investment be worth in 6 years? So where's the question? Very important. Now I've changed title. How much will this investment be worth? Okay. Notice I have a very methodical approach. I highlight all the terms, and then I highlight what's being asked, and then I start putting the terms in my timeline. Okay. 4% present value is that $5,000 that I'm going to invest today, and future value is what I'm looking for. Okay, remember the payments are 0. So since I did it for all of them, we'll do it here. Minus 5,000. Okay, let's clear this. Second, clear. All right, so 6 years. Interest rate is 4%. What I'm investing is the $5,000, and there are no payments. Technically, you don't have to put the 0, but I like to do it. Then I'm going to compute future value. So that $5,000 after 6 years, invested only at 4%, really only turns into $6,324. Sorry, $6,326 and 60 cents. Notice the rounding here. Okay. All right, so this is to give you guys a feel of time value of money. So I hope this is helpful. Lastly, a few takeaways. Key words when solving for future value are usually how much will this be worth? What will this dollar amount grow to be? And any questions that ask how much will you have in the future are usually asking about future value. Okay, I hope that this video was helpful. I'm going to be making a lot more of these videos that solve, this is the homework problems that I actually give my students. But if you have any other time value of money question, I would love to hear about it. Leave it in the comment section and I will make a video about it. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.